What is up, YouTube? So it has been a minute. It has been a minute, and I'm probably going to make this into either a 2-day video or a 3-day video. But it has been probably about 6 weeks since I last recorded the video, and I'm going to be honest, the old noggin has just not been in filming. Now this is obviously my last prep, my last show that I'm ever going to do. So I wanted to just make sure I'm putting my best foot forwards, and I'm focusing on just delivering what I want to deliver, and that's meant just blocking out anything that didn't align with that, and blocking out anything that wasn't in line with that. Now, do I maybe regret it a little bit? Well, I probably look back and be like, oh man, I wish I had documented the process a little bit more, probably. But with where I was at from a mental standpoint, I just didn't have capacity to do what I wanted to do there, and not allow something else to slip. But it is day one of Carb Up, so I'm going to take you through what day one of the Carb Up looks like. So Jace just sent over the provisional plan, obviously subject to change. Food or steps is at 7k for the day. Cardio is at 20 minutes walk, so just go for a walk after I've eaten this meal. My last pump session in today. Epsom salt bath is needed. We've got 7 litres of fluid going in. And then food. The first meal is the usual whey, berries, well, 40 whey, 100 berries, 20 dark chocolate. And we got 6 rice cakes, 20 gram of jam. I've got 3 meals to go in. And then I'm going to train, and then I will get my shots over to Jace post-workout. Knowing roughly where food is at now, we will probably have to either increase food as we move later on in the day, or food tomorrow will be loaded a little bit heavier. I'm not really sure which way he's going to play it. I'm just going to just follow his lead because he doesn't miss with this. I also think it's very easy to focus on trying to be extremely full for a show, but sometimes that doesn't actually bring the best look, and sometimes you do need to be marginally full enough, but not too full to the point where you actually just look like shit. So yeah, I'm very much in the spot where I'm like, right, let me just do what he says, exactly as he says, how he says it. My meal times are set, my routine is set, everything is set. I know exactly what I need to do, and now it's just a case of me just executing on the plan exactly as he wants me to, so that he can do his job. And that's one thing I want people to do. If you have a coach, listen to them, do exactly what they say, how they say, because it does pay off. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this meal. I've got a little bit more, I've got one more check-in to finish once I eat this meal, as I've done all my others. I started work at 3 this morning because I could not sleep, so I've got one more to do, and then we will be out for a walk. Do a little bit more work. Got a haircut or beard shave, massage, just a flush, which I might show you what my legs look like post. And then it will be another meal after that. It'll be a meal before the barbers, another meal after the massage. I'm going to go train after that, and then it'll be just a case of just feet up, relax, chill, and don't really do much. So, cheers. We are here at the barbers, but first, meal 2. So we've got 20 gram of jam, 2 rice cakes, 75 grams uncooked rice, 140 beef. Gonna indulge, and it's gonna be delicious. But we're kind of in a spot where food is, at the moment, it's about 500 for the day, which, to be honest, I'm not really sure how it's going to do. I don't know if it will sit, if it will stick, if it will need more. So I've got this meal now, then massage after this, or after the haircut, massage at 9:45, and then we will have a pre-gym meal, and then post-workout pictures, and we'll see where we're at. So yeah, meal 2 is going in. my morning cardio / steps is done. Oh. And it is literally now just a case of just chill, rest up, and just let the food soak up. Let it soak up. Don't know what it is about this. Beef, rice, mustard and ketchup. Before prep, I was never a mustard guy. There's something about it, man. Fucking delicious. I actually should have had some veg in this meal, but kind of forgot. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I should have had 100 grams of veg as well. So I'll probably add that into the post-workout meal. And we'll likely also, I normally do 5 meals. We will likely probably do a 6th meal today, but we'll kind of just see where we're at. I'm hoping we get a 6th meal because I normally finish my food at fucking 4 PM. So, let's see, baby. Right, we are massaged. It's now 11 o'clock, which is perfect because I said to Jace I'm going to train at 12. So, we will get our pre-meal in now, which is here, 75 rice, 140 chicken as always, then got 5 grams of coconut oil and 20 grams of honey in it. Small because it's small. I've also, as I'm kind of measuring and managing water today, I'm also doing 1-to-1 ratio with the rice because I don't want to waste 400 ml of water in my rice. So I cooked 75, I cooked 150 for 2 meals with 150 water. I've done this, which is a litre and a half, also done about another 2/3 of another bottle. So at about 3 litres for the day, nearly 2 litres for the day. Will be about 3 by the time that we get to training. We'll probably drink another half a litre in the gym. But we're in, it is time to eat, and I'm going to be naughty and eat and drive because that is what I do. So that is the last session of prep done. The last session of prep done. A full upper pump. Literally just done 2 back, 1 chest, 1 side delt, 1 rear delt, 1 bicep, 1 tricep, 2 sets of each. Get a good connection. I was in and out in 32 minutes. Then posed. And now it is time for the 4th meal of the day, which is pretty much the same as the pre-workout. I've got 75 rice of 75 grams of uncooked rice, 100 grams of berries in here, 140 grams of chicken, and 20 grams of honey. So we're playing it a little bit safe today, just seeing how the body uptakes the carbohydrates, and then tomorrow it will be a full send day, which will be a lot more fun, I think. I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm just doing what JC's telling me to do. But I've got this. It is only 1 PM. It is 1:15 PM. And I've got 1 more meal. So your boy's going to finish his food early today. I'm typically finishing my meals at like 4 o'clock. So I'm just sticking to the same routine. Finish my meals at 4. Finish my fluid by like 7. Try not to wake up and fucking piss the bed. But like the last 2 nights I've woke up 3 times each night to piss. Just simply because we have got a natural diuretic in the background to just drive some diuresis. So yeah, meal 4. I'll probably eat my last meal at 4:45, which is like 3.5 hours. So let's eat this, chill, feet up, do some work, have an Epsom salt bath, and then I'll eat. And then it'll just be feet up and chill, do it when we work for the day. And then boom, steps are ticked off, cardio is ticked off. It is now just a case of just let the food do its thing, which veins are starting to appear. Oh, no. Starting to get a little bit vascular. So we know that we're starting to fill out a little bit. I'll probably actually overlay, or I'll have already overlaid the physique of how I looked on post-workout. Put it up here. I'll have put it up here. So yeah, you can see the look. Fuller than we were this morning. Still not full. But again, it's a balancing act of fullness, dryness, hardness. And I'm savouring this meal. Hence why I'm talking to you guys. Because if I don't, 2 mouthfuls and it's gone. Because your boy's hungry. Now, I'll keep it real. As all of you know, I use Retta. Yes, I've used it for like the last 11 months. Well, 11 months today, actually. No, 12 months today. Since I started using it. Now, I finished all my jabs in terms of like PEDs, anabolics on Monday. And rather than continuing having the Retta in, slowing digestion down and slowing their gastric emptying down, I had to pull that there. As well, I've also pulled out MOTC, I've also pulled out, what else was I taking? BPC, and I've also pulled out growth hormone as well. So like every injectable is out until post-show, because we do not need to risk an inflamed stomach, an inflamed glute, ball on my shoulder. It does not look good. So I'm going to just fuck off and I'm going to enjoy this meal. Yeah, it is time for the final meal of the day, and it is 4 o'clock, which is not good. I need to try and manage timings potentially a little bit better tomorrow. Or I did say to Jace yesterday, let's maybe just do 6 meals, because I do typically finish these meals early as I start eating early because I wake up early. So yeah, it's 4:30. I'm going to finish all these meals. I've then got, I think, another 2.5 litres of water to get in, or 2 litres of, 2.5 litres of water to get in. So your boy will not be going thirsty this evening. Need to just make sure that I get the right amount of honey. Yep, 15 grams, 14.9. And then the delicious whey. Drippy drip. One day out. And I forgot to show you meal 1. Brilliant. But it was 25 whey, 100 berries, 20 grams dark chocolate, 8 plain rice cakes, 40 grams of jam. So we're going to get 6 meals in today. Body weight was up 0.3 kilos, so it hasn't really shifted. Fluid is 7 litres by 7:30, which will be an absolute breeze. But the load is going in. We're pretty much taking this every 2 meals. So what was that? First meal was what? Was it 8 rice cakes? Is 40, about 100 carb. Next meal will be 85, 70, about another 100 carb. We're probably going to do pretty much 6 meals of 100 carb each, but I'll take you through the rest of the day. It is now just a case of just packing up, getting my feet up, and making sure that I hydrate early enough so that we can start pulling fluid back as we move later on into the day. You know what? The absolute most sad part about this is I absolutely love salt. And I probably normally put 15 grams of salt on a day. Obviously, as you're adjusting and manipulating sodium, potassium, blah, 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 blah. My salt is cut in half. So rather than having 2 or 3 grams of salt in a meal and tasting the salt, I've got none. Which just doesn't make the meals as enjoyable, mate, does it? But at this point, does it need to be enjoyable? Or does it need to just do what you need to do to get the job done? which is delicious. So like I said, 85 rice, 120 beef, 80 gram of veg. I've got cucumber, 2 rice cakes, 20 jam. I will get my check-ins over to Jason in about an hour and a half. So it'll be about quarter past 10. Send him over, get my next 2 meals, prep them, leave, get up to Rotherham for about 2:30. Pose again, next 2 meals, or final, probably meal, assess, meal, and then sleep. Right, meal tray. Carb. A little bit lighter on this meal. We've got chicken and rice, 5 grams coconut oil, 20 grams honey, 75 uncooked rice, 120 chicken. Which I'm sad about, man, because I thought this was going to be way bigger. But we'll do what we need to do. Okay. Meal 5. The carbs are coming in now. The carbs are coming in. We're touched down in the absolute pad, mate. Premier Inn. The first time I ever stayed there because I'm not a fucking snob with where I stay normally. But it was the only place close. It's actually an alright pad. It's actually an alright pad. Look at that. State of that, love. Kia now.
I'm part of the furniture.
What a pad. It's basically like being at the fucking Atlantis Royal. So, yeah. Meal here. Then I'm going to go tan, register, all that shit. I'm not going to take you with me because I'm not gay. For this final meal, I look like an Oompa Loompa. We are feeding. So we have got 120 grams cream of rice. It's 100 carbs. 20 grams of honey. 150 berries. 4 rice cakes. 2 squares bars. 20 grams dark chocolate. I've got no seasoning on this chicken, so I'm going to be adventurous. And I'm going to put 10 grams of honey on it. Because no salt, no pepper, dry ass chicken, 5 grams. And then I'm actually going to adventurous. I'm going to put it on the chicken rice cakes. I'll tell you, prep makes you do extremely weird things. Extremely weird. Whole chicken with honey on a rice cake. Bosh. I found out today that I'm actually 6 foot on the dot, 180.1, and I was 8 kilos, 7 kilos under my cap, fully clothed. I mean fully clothed. I had literally jogging bottoms on, a hoodie. I think I even had my phone in my pocket as well, actually, so I knew I was that far away. So shows that I'm still a small bitch in the enhanced bodybuilding world. Not that it matters because this is the last one. I'm going to enjoy this. 2 pound squares bars because digestion. Honey to go on the cream of rice. Berries to go on the cream of rice. Life is good. As I was saying, yeah, show day's here. Meal 1 is going in. So the look this morning is actually very, very, very good. Very dry. A little bit flat, which, you know, was to be expected. With how long I've been dieting, with kind of how long I've been relatively lean for, the body's just a little bit tired. And it needs a lot of filling to pull me out of a hole. But The goal obviously with bodybuilding is not to just be as full as possible. It is to present the best package possible. So maximising fullness doesn't always lead itself to a better physique. So it's a balance here of be full, but also just make sure that we do stay nice and tight as well. So one meal is going in now, and then we'll get another meal in probably pre-stage. So it's 5:30 now. I'm probably going to be on stage at about 10:30, I reckon. So we'll get a meal in now. We'll probably get the next meal in at 8:30, something like that. Jason wants pictures at 7:30ish. So first meal, 200 ml of water. Obviously then cream of rice made as low volume as possible. We've taken 2 Peak Max. We've got 95 grams of cream of rice, 20 grams of dark chocolate, 20 grams of jam, 4 rice cakes. And that is the meal. That is the meal. So this should, based on where the physique was at, see me nicely full. I don't think we're going to be bursting full, and obviously you don't need to be bursting full, but it should leave me with a nice amount of fullness, ready to present a nice physique. And again, I'm never going to be the biggest. I'm 7 kilos under my cap, so I'd be stupid to try and play the size game, and I have to play to my strengths. My structure is very good. My structure is very pleasing to the eye, so I have to play to that and keep my lines tight, keep my lines nice. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to devour this because I need to get it in. I'm going to chew it slowly because I've got no water for the rest of the morning. And then we're going to get cracking. Right, the roundup. The roundup. It is the day post show. We won the class. Battled it out with some giants in the overall. And it was nice to see, because obviously this is the last time I will be competing. Genuinely is. The channel will be taking a little bit of a change in direction. It'll be a lot more lifestyle, education based, and I really want to take you guys through the journey of this next part of life, because I'm still figuring it out. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how it's going to be. But when you've devoted, 9 years of your life to something so intensely, I won't lie, I woke up this shit, what now then? But I actually feel free, and this is a really nice feeling, because it kind of just reaffirms to me that this is the right decision for me to make for me with this. Now, it's not to say that I don't like bodybuilding, I don't love bodybuilding. I will always love bodybuilding training, I will always love bodybuilding as a sport, and I will always respect anyone that does it, because I know that the levels, the depths that it takes to get on a bodybuilder stage, one from a confidence standpoint, but also two, to get to the condition that is needed to be a fucking bodybuilder. The standards are just getting better and better every single year, and I genuinely believe that bodybuilding in the next 5 years will go one of two ways. Either it will get more mainstream and people will be more in shape, or it will start to filter out the soft people, the people that do it for clout, the people that do it because they want clicks and likes and followers, but not the ones that do it because they actually love the process. And for me, I want to be able to hang my trunks up knowing that it was the right decision for me to make, and it was the right thing for me to do at that time, knowing that in this prep I didn't miss a single beat, I didn't cheat on my diet, I didn't miss a single cardio session, I didn't eat extra calories, I didn't miss meals. Alright, I didn't sleep enough because I don't fucking sleep, but there wasn't a thing that I could have done that could have led to a better result.
And that obviously gets topped off even more sweetly with a win. But if I hadn't have won and I'd have brought the package that I did bring, I'd have been happy, because I knew that the package was good. And I don't even know if I spoke about this on here, but I was actually going to do another 2 shows. So I was actually going to do 18th of July, 19th of July. 19th is my birthday. So 18th of July is British Finals. Now, I won my class. So there's a high likelihood that if I did want to compete, I would be competitive in my class again. I could potentially win my class. You know, saying you're a British Final class winner is only one of them happens every single year. So to say that I was that, and that I was at that standard, would be good. You know, again, regionals, only 4 of them happens every year. So to say that I'm, or 5 or 6, whatever it is, I'm in the top 5 or 6 of my class is impressive. So, but the fact that I got off stage and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm mentally checked out. I don't want to get back on stage. I don't want to. It just reaffirms me this is the right decision. So, yeah. Now everyone's asking, Carl, what are you eating? What are you doing? So, my first meal. Last night I had Chipotle, had a Ninja Creamy with carrot cake whey and half a brownie that Ellie made. And my meal, guess what? Right back on fucking plan, mate, because this is about the lifestyle. I live the lifestyle. Not a bodybuilder, but I live the lifestyle because it makes me feel good, it makes me operate at my best. So I've got my usual meal with an extra rice cake, 10 grams of honey and 10 grams of jam and 10 grams of raisins. So I've got about, what is that, an extra 10, 5, 35 grams of carbs, which is not a lot because the meal was actually only like 25 carbs. So I've now taken the meal up to 60 carb. And I'm actually not hungry today. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you for everyone that followed the journey. I know I was absolutely shit these last 6 weeks. But yeah, strap in because we've got some big changes coming. I'm going to be way more frequent on here. And it's going to be an exciting journey. I do not want to lose my meal. So peace, love, and I'll catch you in episode 1 of the new series.